Fringe theory is based around the genre and trope of various horror and thriller media. Please view the episode description for a full list of content warnings. Thank you. If I can ask, ma'am, have you ever had a dream where you begin in a scene, but it feels like you've always been there? You cannot remember not being there, and you feel as if it's always been? To divine beings such as myself, that's what life is, a never-ending beginning. That is not to say we can't be killed, very much so, but we don't age as one might expect. When nature's reclamation brought me into being, it gave me a mission. It was a mission against the machinations of our adversary, an adversary of many names. They call themselves Perfect Suburbia, but I like to call them Perfect Consumption. Where this perfect consumption seeks to destroy and bind and keep everything into perfect, picturesque boxes, I wish to create something. A community. I am not a soldier, I am a builder, a gardener, a creator. But as time goes on, more and more, I wonder about that. Compared to Perfect Suburbia's newest scheme, our small community is struggling more and more day by day. Is it destroying another? Or is it taking care of ourselves? And is there a difference between the two? I don't know an answer to that. If I'm asked to be a sword, then I must refuse. I am a blade for cutting food, not cutting throats. But I will do what I need to do to protect my community. And I suggest that you do the same. Hello and welcome to the Bones and Story podcast. My name is Nick, I also go by Flux, and today we are going to be continuing with our playthrough of Monster of the Week by Michael Sands. Let's give a big round of applause for our players, too. Here comes Fiona.
I just found out what sporks are.
That's the bit you're gonna go with, the 2007 lol so random humor.
That's mine, goddammit.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. That was Sammi, by the way.
I was talking to Theo. Also, hi, it's me, Sammi, and the skull bone's connected to the leg bone.
We do like bones here at Bones and Story. I'm more partial to knuckle bones, especially when it's getting one over on you losers.
Well, fuck you.
I could shove you in a locker if I tried.
You could not. You could not.
I could.
I could, too.
You could not. That was Valentine, by the way, that you just heard.
Hi, I'm Valentine.
And Perry's also here. Perry?
Hi, my name is Perry, and welcome to the Perry Show.
It is not.
Hey, now hold on.
It is not. This is my. This is my.
Perry's officially the new host.
Oh God. Oh yeah. Okay. No. Yeah. You take over the keeper rule. I'll start rolling up my my cool initiate character, I guess.
Alright, guys, so we're here in this town of whatever the fuck, who cares? We're gonna go do something else.
This
Okay.
intro's a fucking shit show.
No, I want to let him cook. Perry, where are we?
We're in Dubai.
Okay.
Oh, that's way more interesting than boring.
That's where they
old
premiered the
cringe
NFT show.
water.
Buying these nuts.
You're right.
Okay, no, this intro is a complete shit show. Speaking of shit shows, what the hell happened last episode?
Only good things.
I don't know if that's true.
No, it's the truth.
I don't know about you guys. Everything was fine on my end.
I came into some money.
Okay. So point being is that you guys, you hunters, are pretty scattered right now. I didn't come up with a way for you guys to get back together, I guess, so to speak. So we're going to figure that out right here, right now. I have a location for our next hunt, and it is up to you guys to tell me how you're there. And that location is, drumroll for dramatic effect, it is taking place at the Big City Bowl, which is a bowling alley underneath the Crust Punk Bar and Grill.
Let's go!
Yes!
Let's go!
Bowling!
Yes!
Go, Rick!
Let's
You can get
go!
soup there!
Dog!
Okay, so how are you guys going to gather at this bowling alley? Tell me, does anyone have any ideas?
Well, first of all, Flux, at the end of our last session, I leveled up.
Oh, right, that snake eyes you got, was that enough to level you up?
Yes, it was. I was sitting at 4, and that put me to 5.
Oh shit, yeah, sure,
So I'm gonna be taking a move off the spooky here, a move that I take in almost every playthrough eventually. Because I can't
god,
resist it.
I know, oh no, I know
It's
exactly what this is gonna
Getting
be.
too powerful.
It's premonitions, baby.
Oh.
As if Midas needed more to worry about.
Well, this is fine because Midas already has some like weird psychic stuff going on, so this is easier to justify than some of your previous tries at getting premonitions. So this is fine, actually.
For the audience at home, premonitions. At the start of each mystery, roll plus weird. On a 10+, you get a detailed vision of something bad that is yet to happen. You take +1 forward to prevent it coming true, and mark experience if you stop it. On a 7 to 9, you get clouded images of something bad that is yet to happen. Mark experience if you stop it. On a miss, you get a vision of something bad happening to you, and the keeper holds 3 to be spent 1 for 1 as penalties to rolls you make.
So, little fun fact for the audience at home. During one of our, home games, we didn't end up recording this, but we've played Monster of the Week for a while, our little group. I don't think you actually managed to get so much as a mixed success on your character when you took premonitions. You failed every time.
I failed every single time trying to get premonitions. I've had it on 2 different characters, and it would be every single session I would roll, and it would be so fucking bad.
Well, we'll see if the streak's gonna go.
Classic
go to your
flop
dice roll
dice.
and... Well, we're gonna see if that streak continues. And knowing Midas's abysmal luck, it just might, but yeah, give me your roll.
A 9.
That's still a mixed success.
That's a mixed success.
Hey, best roll that you've gotten since.
Yeah,
I think in years of playing this game.
The first successful premonitions roll I've ever had.
That's
Okay,
so
so-
mid-ass.
While
Mid-ass of
So
you.
mid-ass.
while we're like inside of the motel, you watch as Midas's eyes just go white, and he kind of stops breathing for a second.
So this is like cloudy mixed messages, right?
Yeah, I get clouded images of something bad that is yet to happen, and I mark experience if I can stop it.
Okay, so I think this almost looks like almost like a slideshow. Like a really old slideshow with, like, cloudy, aged images.
Okay.
Ooh, like grainy effects.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, it's like an old rerun.
It's like all of the old paper gets aged in this town.
Flux, it's playing out like a VHS tape, like a rerun of his fucking show.
Oh, I fucking love that framing. So you see the inside of a bowling alley, and then you see some small children tied up in, like, I don't know, it looks like maybe either rope or wire or maybe like a lamp cord even.
Yeah.
And you also see a figure, you can't make out who this is, but they have a gun and it almost looks like they're holding these children hostage.
Oh god.
Oh man.
And that is the premonition that you're getting.
Oh boy. And this is
and one last thing actually.
Oh.
Because I saw another friend of mine who runs Monster of the Week do this, and I think it's a really cool framing. As you're waking up, you see an image of the horizon as the sun is setting. The children will be taken captive at sunset.
Oh.
Really glad we're not playing a system that has a timer.
Flux, one thing, are we clearing our harm?
Yes, absolutely, yes.
It's
Yeah.
been
I
a
was
while.
gonna say I didn't want to mark it off. I've been sitting here looking at my 5 harm, being like,
Oh
man.
god, yeah, no. No.
Didn't Midas's get healed in the hospital?
Rules is written for Monster of the Week. If a significant amount of time has passed, you can just clear it all.
Okay,
Yeah.
Cool. cool.
Now, here's a question I have that's not related, but I realized right now. If all the paper in the town ages rapidly, does money too?
In my head, it was more like paper with information on it.
Mm.
So, like, a paper straw wouldn't age, but, like, a book or a missing persons poster would.
Sorry, I'm not Flux, but I want to know, what's Midas's tie today?
Oh, that's right!
Midas is wearing the Wonder Tie!
Oh, God.
Made out of a brand new fiber, never before seen. It is completely see-through. It's the invisible tie.
I hate him so much.
If you could imagine a rain tie made out of the kind of material they would make a clear poncho out of.
I'm gonna
I cannot
cry.
believe, like,
Okay.
what is it, the king's new clothes?
Oh, so he doesn't have a tie.
Oh, he does! It's see-through!
I imagine if you, like, grab it, you could feel it, but...
Yeah, you could still grab Midas by his tie and, like, pull him around, but, like, all you can see is, like, a vague shadow on his chest.
Okay,
now.
we've been stuck before the start of the fucking hunt for a while now.
Okay,
Let's
okay. Well, I have an idea for how we're getting to the bowling alley.
Okay, awesome. Let's hear it.
Which is that all of you assholes have been avoiding each other and not talking for a while, and Millie is sick of it, and we're going to have fun family time and eat mozzarella sticks and bowl. This isn't a choice.
Great.
Awesome.
Luckily for you, if there's one thing a suburban father loved the most, besides grilling, it's bowling.
Besides grilling, yes. So I kind of want to frame before we enter the bowling alley this, like, scene of, well, the first time Midas and Hallow are talking in, like, the parking lot.
Mm.
You watch as the mid-ass mobile pulls up.
Okay, what happens next?
Midas steps out of his car. For a moment you think he's not wearing a tie, but then you realize he's wearing the Wonder Tie, and you're like, oh, he's going through it. He only brings out the Wonder Tie when bad shit's going down.
He was wearing the Wonder Tie on the day he got kicked off Show Me the Money.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, oh my god, he's not wearing a tie. Oh, it's just the Wonder Tie. Oh, man.
Okay, but the interaction. What is the interaction like?
Hey.
Are you feeling better?
Midas, is putting his weight onto a cane. You can very much see that he's kind of lurching a little bit. I'm here. I'm standing.
Standing is good.
Millie clears her throat. Listen, either you two are gonna talk this out, or you're gonna kiss and make up, because I'm sick of everybody fucking avoiding each other. It's been like a week, and we have things to do.
Now come on, let us go bowling. Your friendly neighbor, just mysteriously wearing a bowling shirt now.
Instantly.
Oh, awesome.
We blinked and it was there. Are you still hungry?
No.
So then, you did it.
Hallow kind of like stares at him with her big old, her big eyes. Something like that.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, no, they're not having a good time.
Millie, Midas, you guys are ushering them into the bowling alley?
Yeah, they're being pulled.
Being forced to go bowling.
Grabbing Midas by the Wonder Tie and pulling him forward.
Exactly.
I will say one thing, though. I will say one thing. This is for Midas due to the premonition, and also Millie due to the assignment you were given by your boss. It appears that there is an elementary school bus outside right now. There is maybe a field trip happening? And that is a worry for two completely separate reasons.
You just watch as Midas's eyes kind of go wide for a second, and I imagine Millie's go wide, and Midas is like, oh no, the children, and Millie's like, yes, the children!
Yeah, they're teaching the runts to bowl. You know, it's good they're learning what's important.
It will really strengthen their wrists.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not great, but, you know, as a keeper, I should be giving you a moral quandary here and there. You know,
Yay!
it is oddly quiet in the parking lot, but despite this, you guys go around to the side of the Crust Punk, which is open for business again now, by the way.
They rock a Ricky #1 Halloween eating champ, rest forever in peace.
He's got a plaque up on the wall in memoriam.
The fucking shrine.
The challenge is now named after him.
And you guys are now heading down into the bowling alley?
Yeah.
There we go.
I love downstairs bowling alleys. I think those are really cool.
All right, you guys enter the bowling alley and you begin descending the stairs. And you keep descending the stairs.
Oh,
Damn. Oh, that's
and
pretty far
you
down.
keep descending the stairs. What do you do?
We're stuck on that stupid fucking SCP staircase.
Your friendly neighbor looks at the gap between the stairs going all the way down.
There's no gap between the stairs. It's like a carpeted deal.
Oh no.
Oh.
Is there anything on the walls?
There's like trim.
Wait, is this a spiral staircase?
Oh, it's a straight diagonal staircase. It's not spiral.
If I walk back up, am I back at the entrance instantly?
You begin walking back up, and are you going off on your own?
I'm
Please, not again.
I'm like taking one loop around to see if I'm suddenly back at the top or if this is just the world's deepest bowling alley.
You go up, and you know that you've gone about as high as you have gone down. No exit in sight. Just keeps going up.
What?
If I look back, is Midas right next to us, or is Midas just gone?
For the sake of not splitting you guys this early in the hunt, I'll say that Midas, you guys can rejoin back together if you want.
What the fuck's going on?
Well, Millie, I hate to say this, but I think our bowling date is ruined.
What in the Super Mario 60 fuck is going on in the staircase?
Are bowling alleys typically this low?
It's fine. It's fine. We just have to teach friendly neighborhood a backwards long jump.
Oh, I can
What?
do that.
What are you talking about?
I'll show you Mario later, Hollow.
I almost just said, your friendly neighbor turns around and leaps backwards down the stairs.
I'll show you Mario later, Hollow. Okay? And Millie is inspecting the walls right now.
Wish they had a fucking elevator or something. I got a handicap here.
What are you specifically hoping to get out of looking at the walls?
I don't know, some kind of gap, path, something that is not an endless staircase.
This might be, you can tell me whether this is, investigating a mystery or, reading a bad situation, but you have to give me a bit more than just, I'm looking with my eyes. You gotta give me your methodology.
Okay, so Millie is going along the walls and kind of looking for okay, first of all, she's looking for any little grooves or cracks or little imperfections in the wall, and seeing as she goes down if they loop perfectly, and she is also smacking on the walls looking for potential weak spots or openings.
Just bang, bang,
Would
smack.
this be, do you think, investigate a mystery or reading a bad situation?
Investigate a mystery, I guess. They're both sharp, though.
Yeah, sure, roll sharp then. 2d6 plus sharp, it's a 7! So, you have the investigate a mystery. On a 7 to 9, you hold 1. Because this is a phenomenon mystery, you get some extra questions. So the questions normally are, what happened here, what sort of creature is it, what can it do, what can hurt it, where did it go, what was it going to do, and what is being concealed here. Because this is a phenomenon, you also have these potential questions. How is this phenomenon doing this? What could fix it, cure it, or slow it down? How far does the effect reach, and what will be affected next?
Okay, and I get to ask one of these?
You get to ask only one. You got a 7, so only one question.
I guess the most important question right now is how to fix, stop, or slow it down.
You are feeling along the walls. This feels like almost like magical. You asked how to stop it?
Yeah.
Specifically to stop it, you feel like this is sort of like not like magical in the sorcery sense that you're dealing with, but it almost feels like this feels almost like unmagic, dark magic, profane magic. Like unreality magic. You feel like if you kept going down, then whatever's doing this would eventually get bored and you'd reach your destination, maybe, but you're gonna have to figure out where the battery, the source of all of this unreality is.
Are there any lights?
Oh yeah, no, there's lights.
I have another idea, a very bad idea.
Uh-huh.
Millie makes a sled out of blood, and we just shoot down this thing.
Sure.
What do you mean? This is a great idea.
Great idea.
Of course.
If you all agree, let's do it. See what happens.
Can you make solid objects out of blood?
I can make the sled out of skin if that would make you feel better.
Oh god, carnomancy too. I wouldn't make you roll for it. This is what you're doing?
Yeah, because it's funny.
Okay. What does this look like, Sammi?
What this looks like is that Millie looks at the others and is like, okay, this is some dick shit doing magic, but I feel like if we go down far enough, they'll just get bored, right? But Midas has got a fucked up balance right now, and and my feet are tired. So,
I feel like if we go fast enough, maybe you just won't be able to keep making more staircases.
And Millie, you see Millie's hands glow, and she like peels a little bit of skin off the side of her finger that was already lifting up, and then it just starts like stretching and amorphing into a huge sled.
Oh, that's great.
I hope you're ready to tag this one as body horror, Flux.
I'm tagging every episode as body horror.
Because Millie and Hollow exist.
I didn't know you could do that.
Wow, that's impressive.
I can do a lot of shit.
Heading down then?
Let's get on the fucking skin sled.
Alright, so here's what I think happens, right? You guys all scrunch up, pile on this skin sled, and begin just careening down the staircase. And eventually you hit the bottom, and you're not marking harm. This is very, disorienting. You fucking go flying. Because the thing they don't tell you about riding sleds on large staircases is that eventually the staircases stop. And I think if it was a TV show, I think the way that it would be pivoted is that you guys all lose consciousness for a second.
Oh.
Like, we see that we see the ground comes, and then, bang! Just stark cut to black. And then, there's, the sound of ringing, maybe some voices, and then you guys wake up in what looks like a makeshift prison out of little, tables.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
And you've been, tied up, and you see, outside this little prison is a rather haggard-looking Officer Curtis Gritston.
Jesus fucking Christ, not you again.
Oh, fuck.
Well,
Hello, officer.
Look who's awake.
All of us are awake. Why am I in jail?
Because we need answers out of you.
No, but I mean, how did I get here?
Well, we found you four sprawled out in the middle of the floor, unconscious.
Yeah, we were trying to go fucking bowling, which is what we'd like to go do.
Oh,
Did you think of maybe bringing us to a
buddy.
hospital? No, I'm asking. I'm injured, man.
Listen. He kind of steps around the duct tapes together tables and the makeshift bars out of whatever you can find. And just says, "How'd you guys get here?"
I have no memory of it. I just said
Stairs?
The stairs.
Where are we?
You're at Big City Bowl.
Yeah, that's where we
That's
were
where
trying to get.
That's where we tried. I don't think we ever made it to Big City Bowl. We got stuck in the staircase.
Then we blacked out at the bottom.
Just to be clear, now that you're a lot less groggy and actually looking around, This looks vaguely like a bowling alley. There's like fluorescent lights above you, letting off like a hum. There's like cheesy 80s songs playing from God knows where.
Why is there a prison in a bowling alley?
This isn't a prison. This is like a prison makeshiftly constructed out of like tables and stuff.
We're in fucking timeout.
You have no right to keep us here. We just want to bowl.
Where are the stairs?
Well, in theory, they should have been where we landed.
Do you think we vanished your fucking staircase?
I have never been to this bowling alley before. I don't even know where the balls are.
Listen to me, officer. We went to come here to this bowling alley, and we went down the stairs, and we kept going down the fucking stairs, and we kept going down the fucking stairs, and the stairs were going much longer than stairs are naturally supposed to go. So
Wait, are the stairs gone?
So we got on a nice little sled that I made for everybody, and we went down the stairs, and we crashed, and we're here. Can I fucking help you?
What do you mean by where are the stairs, by the way? Are they not there anymore?
Officer Gritston kind of readjusts his shirt, which is a bowling polo, by the way.
Oh, he's not on the clock.
He's not on the clock. He came here with his team, one of which, as he explains to you, he says, yeah, no, we know where we found you. Had Tony look around. He walked for 2 miles and couldn't find a single set of stairs.
Flux?
Yes? Yes?
Did you just infinite IKEA us but in a bowling alley?
I will admit that it's one of my, like, touchstones. But only one of them.
So if we look, is there just like infinite bowling lanes?
Not right here. As you kind of like get up, you see that there's been a sort of like a makeshift, what's the word I'm looking for? A makeshift outpost.
How the fuck do you come up with this stuff?
Tables have been turned on their sides and like stacked up to make like little walls. Bowling pins have been all, like, taped together and, turned into long pillars to make, like, what you would assume to be, like, some kind of facsimile of palisades.
Me, when Flux said that this was going to be in the bowling alley, it was just going to be in the bowling alley. That's not a very big location.
Wait, so how did you get here, then?
I came here for bowling practice with my team.
Yeah, but I mean, like...
Literally not
when
an
you went down the
answer.
stairs, did you get the staircase?
We went down the stairs. We tried to find the bowling alley. We realized that, the hallways were longer than we thought. And then the stairs weren't there anymore. And you're telling me that you don't know them either.
No, no, we were going down the stairs too. We came here to bowl.
I'm literally just trying to get my friends to stop fucking fighting with not fighting with each other, but...
We're going through some tough times right now, and this was supposed to be like family mediation. Just
We're
because
going
we
to
are
have
highly
lot six.
suspicious individuals, it does not mean that we can't go bowling.
I was excited to go bowling.
I was too!
I don't know what bowling is.
We were gonna teach Hollow how to bowl.
I got a
Would you
turkey
deny
once.
this face the right to bowl? And Millie's kind of like grabbing Hollow's head.
He kind of looks at you incredulously, Midas, and just says, hey, foolish of me to think that you'd be good for something.
Good at bowling.
I think, if it's okay, I think at this point, Hallow, like, looks at one of the tables and she just kicks it with, like, full force, and I think it goes flying.
No, I think he's gonna let you out now.
Oh, I wanted her to kick the table.
Flux, I like to
Well-
imagine that if we steal bowling pins from the alley, when it refills, like, there's just an unlimited bowling pin supply.
How do you think they made their bowling pin palisades?
Yeah, exactly.
shit.
They go over and take the pins, and then they fucking... It just
Uh,
dispenses more.
You can kick the table at him, but I'm going to ask you if you want to begin hostilities with this man.
No, it's not at him. She just kicks one of the tables so that they can leave.
Yeah, sure. They can, you kind of
Cool.
kick it out of the way.
You said we were tied up?
Oh yeah, no, he unties you.
Yeah, they're a little tight on me, man. I got injuries on my side. I can't put pressure on that.
Come on.
I just get
Classic
out of the
top
hospital, you
behavior.
dickhead.
He doesn't like
Stop being a
you.
fucking pig when you're not on the clock, at least.
Yeah, Midas is like pulling up his shirt. Like, I got like 16 stitches on my side. I can't be tied up.
I don't particularly have any sympathy for murderers. I apologize.
Not a murderer.
Friendly neighbor is thinking for a moment. When was the last time we saw the officer?
It would have been... For you, it would have been when he probably left you alone in the cells. If it wasn't for the fact that there's probably bigger things to worry about, he would be more of an asshole to you too. But you're here in this little fortification, in this little outpost. There's a couple people walking around, enough to make up a 5-person bowling team plus a couple of children.
Are
What do you
bowling
do?
alleys supposed to be this big?
Not typically, no.
I'm just remembering the other piece of what I said about the bowling alley when I set this up, and it's all starting to come full circle.
What did you say about the bowling alley?
Oh, you're realizing what I'm doing here.
Yeah, I just put it all together.
Oh no!
Okay, so instead of staying it, let me just I guess let's expedite this explanation. I think as you're coming out, a kind of older gentleman, Arab with like graying hair, comes up to you and just says, "Are you two all right? I know Kurt is a bit of a curt sort, forgive the pun, but are you doing okay?"
No, I feel like jack shit. They're children.
Yes, there was a field trip today.
Oh, I saw
feel-
the school bus.
God, I feel really bad, but
I mean, this is gonna be. I mean, they're gonna have so much to talk about when they go back.
hey, that's true. But if we can get back, this whole situation's just, I don't know. This man holds out his hand and just says, "I'm the captain, or I suppose leader, or mayor is more important now. My name is Salim Saad." And he would shake your hand if you took it.
Midas is gonna give him the hand that is not holding a cane currently.
Yeah, no, he shakes it and he's like, "Things haven't been very good around here."
Well, yeah, we're trapped in a bowling alley.
Beyond that.
Want to elaborate on that?
How do you eat in a bowling alley?
The shitty nachos and the terrible drinks.
Where do you get the shitty nachos and the terrible drinks?
Do you not have a concession stand?
Where's the concession stand?
We have unlimited. I don't know. It could be 5 miles that way. I don't know.
Exactly.
I mean, have you sent anybody out for rations?
Yes, but listen. He holds up his like polo, and you see a like a $sign symbol on the chest, and is like, "We here in this fortification are the East Side Sawbucks. The problem is that when we try to go get food, the Lakeside Gillheads," and he spits on the ground, "also wants that food."
And you two don't like each other?
And those are bowling teams?
Oh, it goes a lot deeper than just bowling.
Oh my god, I just remembered the other thing about the bowling alley too.
Okay, yeah, now do you want to explain, Theo, what your concept was?
Specified that there were 2 bowling teams that had been having a rivalry with each other for decades, and it has gotten so out of control that like their children aren't allowed to talk to each other. Like it's become like a Romeo and Juliet sort of thing with like the Capulets and the Montagues, where they just fucking hate each other.
Oh my god, we are about to solve the craziest teen romance in the world.
Right.
So
no.
like the second you started mentioning like castles, and I was like, Oh no.
Uh,
Rosencrantz,
I know where this
Guildenstern, where
is-
are you?
I know where this is going.
that's the wrong fucking Shakespeare play, Fairy.
That's the only other Shakespeare characters I can think of off the top of my head.
Just for context, I don't think this would come up in character, but it's very amusing to me, to think about. They've only been here about, 8 hours. And they have immediately devolved into this.
That's really good.
Like, it didn't even take that long.
It didn't
really
even take
good.
that long for them to start fucking food wars.
I mean, is there like a vending machine?
I think he says, we used to have a vending machine, but some people from the, Gillheads stole it during a raid.
What? A
During
raid?
a raid.
Raid.
A raid.
Things are very dire here, you okay? So we've got this to deal with on top of, solving the mystery. Hope you guys have fun.
Great.
Millie, like, rubs her face.
What do you mean
Okay.
a raid?
Okay, why don't you tell me about the drama between you two?
Well, what do you want to know? They're the Lakeside Gillheads.
Fella, we just got into town like 2 or 3 weeks ago. You're gonna have to tell me more.
The Lakeside Gillheads seem to have it in their heads, their fishy, little minuscule brains, that they are the best bowling team in town.
You were willing to starve each other over this?
Do you understand that in this world it is eat or be eaten? I'm not willing to starve them. I'm willing to feed myself and my friends.
I think it's kill or be killed.
Salim just kind of, like, holds up a hand and kind of waves it, like, up and down. Kill is such an ugly word, you know?
Especially when there's a police officer standing right there.
Do you think he cares?
Do you think the police care?
I like glance over. Does that polo have the logo of this team on it?
Oh, yes.
Oh, fucking hell.
Sudden realization that everybody in this town is definitely embroiled in this rivalry.
I didn't know bowling politics went this deep.
Salim continues and just says, like, listen, it was fine at first, but then, like, then the vending machine ran out.
How long have you guys been in here?
About 8 hours now, I think.
We gotta get these fuckers out of here now.
This is, well, you can ask Salim anything you want, but this is sort of like, this is open world. How you guys want to solve this mystery, conclude this hunt, that's up to you.
This is open bowling alley.
Yep.
I was gonna say it's open world, but our world is a bowling alley.
You do have angel wings. I guess theoretically you could just leave here, but...
I can leave with 1 or 2 people at a time, with the risk of every time I do that, maybe losing them to the void.
Who knows what happens on a miss.
Yeah, you just look. Wait, where's your friendly neighbor? I'm back.
I did make this hunt with most of the content being inside the bowling alley, but, like, I was cognizant of the fact that you do have angel wings. So if you want to get outside help, it's entirely your prerogative.
See, the thing about that is that outside help could also get stuck in the bowling alley.
Oh, yes. So what do you guys do?
Hallow starts walking.
Well,
You're just gonna leave?
I mean, what else is there to do?
your friendly neighbor's gonna start following after Hollow.
They raise, like, some gates made out of, like, chairs
Stop.
and scavenged cables.
They did this in 8 hours?
Yes.
Stop.
It feels like they've been, like, waiting for the opportunity to build forts in this bowling alley.
This was premeditated.
Is anyone else going with Hallow, or are you guys staying behind?
I think it'd be nice if me and Millie got to sit together for a little while. Especially because
Okay.
we both know about the child.
Well, you don't both know about the child.
But you
You
both
have two specific different ideas.
Yeah.
What is neighbor doing?
Your friendly neighbor's just kind of following after Hollow, like, this was a shame. Bowling is fun. Did you know that in a bowling game, you can get 3 strikes on your final turn, and he just starts spewing facts about bowling?
Salim just kind of waves you off and is just like, stay safe out there.
Out there.
What is, sorry, Hallow, what is your plan?
I don't know. I think she just started walking.
She doesn't know. Okay.
I mean, I think she's trying to find the other team.
Is that where you're trying to get to?
I believe so.
Then I have a move for you.
Oh boy!
Okay.
When you're trying to get somewhere specific, roll plus sharp. On a 10 plus, you get where you're trying to go. On a 7 and 9, you're there, but something follows you. On a 6 minus, you're lost, stumbling into danger.
Okay. My plus sharp is 0, so I guess I'm just gonna roll.
If I'm with Hollow, do I have to do it too?
No, Hollow's the one who's like leading the trail. That is a 7, which is a mixed success. So here's what happens, okay? You start walking, you go into a hallway, there's a couple doors, yeah, this place just doesn't stop.
Okay.
You go through, like, what you thought would be, like, a staff-only door to, like, a concession, but it's just, like, almost like another open bowling alley, only without any lanes. Just a wide-open room, and this...
With the really fucked up, stupid 90s carpet.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. No, the 90s carpet is, fantastic.
You can have that opinion.
I like 90s.
Sydney doesn't like
Aesthetic.
bowling alley carpet. Boo!
Is
there
so
like
ugly.
one of those like crappy arcade sections that every bowling alley has? Like,
I was just about to get to that, actually.
Oh,
yay!
And eventually you do find, this one isn't, little palisades made out of taped together bowling pins. This one feels more like they've, it feels like they've, pried up the, boards from the bowling alleys and kind of nailed them together.
Okay.
So you just
different
see,
approach.
like, a wall of, like, thick, glossy wood.
It's probably a way smarter place to get your materials from, all things
And
considered.
as soon as you begin approaching, you see this makeshift gate just slam shut and people shouting, and you realize that a living arcade machine has followed you.
what do you mean by
what?
living?
What
What
do
do
you
you mean?
What?
It's kind of moving on its little wheels.
The
Oh.
cabinet man.
Oh!
And it's here, and it is approaching you. What do you do?
Yeah.
Hallow looks at it. What else are you supposed to do?
Your friendly neighbor also is just looking at it and is like, I don't think arcade cabinets move.
It gets closer, and then out from the back, a bunch of wires begin, like, shooting out, and you see as it, latches onto you, grappling
This is
with
a fucking
you.
Earthbound enemy.
Oh, yes. And before you get mad at me for immediately putting you in a bad position, you actively told me you were doing nothing. So, these wires are, like, wrapped around your wrists and, like, your elbows and neck now. What do you do?
Hallow starts hissing like a feral animal.
Mm-hmm.
She starts trying to, like, claw or bite at the wires.
I think, would this be a kick some ass? I think it would be. You're trying to get yourself loose?
I think so, right?
I'd say this probably counts. You're, like, grappling with it.
Okay.
Roll plus tough.
Okay, that's a +2. Let's
Woo!
fucking
Hey!
go!
Let's go, baby.
Do you have claws chosen as a natural attack?
I do. I have Claws of the Beast. Well, my base is teeth in my natural attack. But my natural attack gets +1 harm. Ignore armor.
Okay, so you're gonna have to be biting through this then.
Okay, I'm chomping.
You do not have claws, even if that's what the name is called of the move.
Okay. Okay, I'm chomping.
So on a 10 plus, choose one extra effect. You gain the advantage, take +1 forward, or give +1 forward to another hunter. You inflict terrible harm, so +1 harm. You suffer less harm, -1 harm, or you force them where you want them.
I guess I force the arcade cabinet where I want it.
And where would that be?
I guess on its side, like on the ground away from us, so it can't wheel its way close anymore.
Okay, this works. You're able to bite through it. You feel a tingling sensation. Have you ever been electrocuted before? Or is this a
I
new
have.
sensation for you?
For Hallow?
Yes.
She has never been electrocuted before.
Well, you have now. Do you want to mark a harm for me?
Sure.
And like in this, and like I feel like jolts of electricity like seize your muscles, and it just kind of turns into a really less than elegant, frantic, like, flailing your limbs and trying to get free. But you do eventually manage to tip it over.
Okay.
And get away from it. This is the end of a fight. You're going to take your harm move. You fall to the ground.
Okay.
You're going to take -1 forward as your, or at least -1 forward to, like, physical activities, as your muscles and everything are, oof, ouchie. And, you hear someone call from, like, up on top of this, like, makeshift parapet. It's just like, holy shit!
All right.
Open the doors, open the doors! There's a person hurt!
You could call her that.
Well, they don't know. What do you do?
Well, Hallow's on the ground.
Well, your friendly neighbor is able to just scoop Hollow up like a stray mewling kitten and carry her inside.
This is the outpost of the Lakeside Gillheads.
Cool, so we made it.
And on their polo shirts, their logo is an image of, like, a fish head. But unlike an actual fish anatomy, it's got, like, cartoonish, like, grrr teeth. And I think as neighbor rushes in and a couple other of these people, bring you to a bed made out of, like, cushions, they look at you wary for a second. Neighbor, what is the icon on your polo shirt?
It is now a fish head.
It's gonna keep changing.
I'll keep that in mind. Right now it's good, but if you need to change it in a precarious situation, we might have to have a roll, but for now you're fine.
No. What happens is that if at any point two of the opposite team members are looking at neighbor at the same time, his shirt is just half and half.
That is a cop-out, and I am not letting that happen.
I like to
joke.
think that the individual people see it as their team, because neighbor is always going to be seen as your personal ideal version of a friendly neighbor.
See, and I understand that, but you need to understand the potential, like, drama that comes...
No, see, I'm on Flux's side here.
...from having to keep your allegiances, like, balanced. Because these people are insane. These people are ready to fucking kill each other.
Speaking of insane people, anybody in this group that we recognize?
Yeah, Rocco Ricky's over there.
What?
What?
He hasn't really noticed you. He's busy, like...
Wait, what?
What are you talking about?
He's too busy putting some fucking shit up, but that is very obviously Rocco Ricky over there.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I said what I said.
Huh.
How?
Meanwhile, this person who decidedly isn't Rocco Ricky is just kind of, like, tending to you. This man with, like, a squared off jaw, kind of looks like he works in construction, has like a trucker's hat that he ordered very custom to also be a gill head. Are you okay? Or is everything okay? But it's very obvious Rocco Ricky is over there.
Hallow points to Rocco Ricky, and all she can think to say is, "Who is that?"
That's Rocco. Why?
Fuck, what the fuck?
Do you know him?
Neighbor just sort of leans down next to Hollow and is like, didn't he get his head cut off?
She nods. Just curious.
Hey, do our phones work down here? Wait, no, neither of us have a phone.
I was about to say.
That is established.
I have a pager.
The answer to that, by the way, is no.
My pager just plays bowling alley music right now.
What do you say? What do you do?
Can I talk to him? I saw his picture on the wall.
Oh, of the
Upstairs.
crust punk, right? #1 hot eating champ. That's our boy. Hey, Rocco! Rocco, come here. You got a fan.
You could say that.
And he comes over, and his face just kind of, like, drops as soon as he sees the two of you, and he just says, "Can I help you?"
Hallow's trying to find out, like, what a polite way to ask "didn't you die" is.
Neighbor, what are you doing?
Didn't you die?
Looks at you, neighbor, has, like, a shit-eating grin and says, "I don't know what you're talking about, man."
The shitting grin of obviously knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, absolutely.
Just hold on a second. I have something to say to some other people. Walks into a corner. Gone.